In this pencast, we're going to define, find, and use the measures of circumference, arc length, and area of circles. Alright, so we have three questions we're trying to answer here. Part A, which will give you more pizza, 3 6-inch pizzas or 2 8-inch pizzas? Part B, what is the circumference of an 8-inch pizza? And Part C, what is the arc length of the slice shown in the 6-inch pizza? Alright, so let's start with Part A. In Part A, we're going to be using area. So we need to know that the area of a circle is pi r squared, where r is the radius. Alright, so first let's deal with the 6-inch pizzas. So the area of a 6-inch pizza, alright, so we know that the diameter of a 6-inch pizza is 6 inches, right? So diameter of a 6-inch pizza is 6 inches. And we know that the radius of a 6-inch pizza has got to be 3 inches, since it's got to be half of the diameter, okay? So we know that the area of a 6-inch pizza has to be pi and then 3 inches squared, okay? So we can simplify that to 9 pi, right? So that's the area of one 6-inch pizza. But we know that we needed the area of 3 6-inch pizzas. So that means we need to do 3 times the area of one 6-inch pizza is going to be equal to 3 times 9 pi, which is going to be equal to 27 pi. So we know that the area of 3 6-inch pizzas is going to be 27 pi, and the units on that are going to be inches squared. Alright, so now let's find the area of an 8-inch pizza. Alright, so we know that the radius of an 8-inch pizza, radius of 8-inch, is going to be, what, 4 inches, right? Because it's half of 8. So that means the area is going to be pi 4 inches squared. That simplifies to 16 pi. So that's the area of, oh, that's inches squared. That's the area of one 8-inch pizza. Now we know that we have 2 8-inch pizzas, so we need to do 2 times the area of one 8-inch pizza. So that's going to be 2 times 16 pi, which is going to equal 32 pi inches squared. Alright, so now we see that 32 pi right here is bigger than 27 pi. So 32 pi is bigger than 27 pi. And that means that 2 8-inch pizzas have more pizza than 3 6-inch pizzas. Alright, so we're done with Part A. Part B says, what is the circumference of an 8-inch pizza? Alright, so the circumference is basically the distance all the way around the circle. Alright? So there's a formula for circumference. So circumference is equal to pi d. So just for your reference, that's the same as 2 pi r, right? Because d is equal to 2r. Alright, so we know that the diameter of an 8-inch pizza is 8 inches. So the circumference of an 8-inch pizza is going to be pi times 8 inches, or 8 pi inches. Okay, that's Part B. Part C says, what is the arc length of the slice shown in the 6-inch pizza? Alright, so we're talking about this slice right here. Alright, so we know that the ratio of the length of a given arc to the circumference is the same as the ratio of the measure of that arc to 360. Alright, so we can write that like this. So the arc length AB over the circumference, right, which is 2 pi r, that's equal to the measure of AB over 360. Alright, so the measure of AB we know is basically just the same as the included angle. So we can simplify this to arc length AB over circumference, which we already know is going to be 2 pi r or pi d, so pi times 6 inches. That's equal to, okay, so the measure of AB is 60 degrees over 360 degrees. Alright, so now we just need to cross multiply here. So we have 360, we're just going to abbreviate this AB like this, is equal to 60 times 6 pi. Right? So to get AB by itself, we need to do, okay, so 60 times 6 is 360. So we have 360 pi. We're going to divide by 360. Right? Because we're dividing both sides by 360 here. 360. 360. Alright, so now we have the length of AB is 360 pi over 360. So those 360s cancel right out, and we just have the arc length of AB is equal to pi. And we know that pi is approximately equal to 3.14. So that is the answer to part C.